Coming back to the class, so we were discussing regarding this issue, which on the this thing. The importance of green buildings. Then I was talking about this issue. Yes. So we were I discussed in the last video that in the all these are components of green buildings. In a so. So high quality and insulation ceiling, duct work sealed with mastic. We can use, it is not compulsory, but if it is possible, we can use duct work. Duct work is mainly used in all those cold areas, cold buildings, the buildings which are there in cold countries, very cold countries, they have duct where hot air moves into. Mainly in Canada, those who your friends, relatives who stay there, they know. If you ask them, you will see that those who are staying in Canada, the States, European countries, they in their houses, these duct the pipes are casted where hot air flows through. Because if hot air is not allowed to the duct, you will not be able to stay in the house. Okay, it's very cold. And lastly, we have to be very effective. I told you we have to be very efficient in water efficiency. So low flush and dual flush toilets, low flow and dual flow toilets, very important. Because if we waste a huge amount of water, we have to we will be very, what should I say, we will be the main culprit. So we have to use the water fixtures, they are known as water fixtures and toilet setup. We should, so that one flush, you see nowadays, you go to any five-star hotel, you see in the urinals, the flush which is provided is very efficient, because they are not wasting some huge amount of money or huge amount of water for a small work. Okay, so these are all the building components of which can be adopted in a green building. Okay, so now I will show you one video which you can easily find in YouTube, which is based on TERI. I told you the TERI is a. Can you hear the video? I think you are not able to hear the video, but this video you can find in YouTube. TERI, TERI is the organization. So it's a video on TERI. It's So initially the video have talked regarding the heritage buildings, the forts, the palaces, the ordinary houses, where the construction was done without hampering the natural environment. Obviously, the population was very less, and even very minimal wastage of products was done. So in contrary to that, yes, limited wastage of resources. In contrary to that, coming to the real picture, for the last 1 century, we are going for the large skyscrapers, tall buildings. Buildings are also becoming very much detrimental to Earth's climate. Okay, today 40% of energy-related global emissions are attributed to buildings. Okay, so very important point: 40% of energy-related global emissions are attributed to buildings. The 60% wastage comes from the buildings or related activities. Okay, 60% waste comes from buildings. Now, buildings can be designed differently. Buildings that harness gifts of nature. Okay, buildings which need less energy. Buildings that breathe. So this is a vision that created GRIHA. What is the full form of GRIHA? You can see here, Green Rating for Integrated Habitat Assessment. Okay, Green Rating for Integrated Habitat Assessment. It's called GRIHA, which was formed by TERI and the Ministry of New and Renewable Energy in the year more or less 2002, 2005. I remember. You will see here the date actually. In 2005-6, during that time, the TERI and Ministry of New and Renewable Energy, they have brought this concept of green rating for integrated habitat assessment. GRIHA is a tool that measures the building's energy consumption. See, this is the rating system which GRIHA have. 50 to 60 points, 1 star, 61 to 70, 2 star, 71 to 80, 3 star, 81 to 90, 90 points, 91 to 100, 5 star. GRIHA is adopted by Ministry of New and Renewable Energy. It is the first national rating system actually. It is the first rating system. IGPC is a newborn baby. It was it got established in 2012 or 11 during that time. So GRIHA was not very popular, but with the advent of IGPC, GRIHA have become more popular. So this person was the president of GRIHA, who was the mastermind behind this GRIHA rating system. Absolutely, because GRIHA rating system was evolved from Leeds of UK and BRIAM of USA. So this person is talking about that the conditions of India is not at all comparable or not at all same with the conditions of foreign countries. So the things have been grilled, or things have been molded in a fashion which suits or which suited the Indian conditions. So this rating system, they have own rating systems, which is indigenously developed. Okay, they are not copied from other committees. And they got support from the Ministry of India also. We have integrates ECBC, even few campuses in IIT, they are using these concepts. We have solar panels. You can see we have solar panels, we have glass claddings, a huge amount of sunlight is entering. No requirement of daylighting during the day. We don't require daylighting. So we should go for minimal wastage of water also. See, a few campus of IIT and IIM, they are constructed in this manner. Okay. Site planning according to city's master plan. Okay. Very important issue. We have to protect agricultural land and trees on site. That means which are existing, we shouldn't cut them. We should keep them as it is, unless and until it is hampering the construction to huge extent. The topsoil should be carefully separated for landscaping. See here, the topsoil, when we go for a civil engineer, we go for soil work excavation, soil work removal. When if you come to second year, we learn the estimation and costing of the soil removal. The topsoil, what happens? It's very lucrative. It's very rich in humus. It's rich in for fertile. It's very rich in plants. The topsoil, when you're removing the topsoil, any engineer, site engineer should be there to take care of that thing. The topsoil is dumped in a separate area. When the construction will be completed, again the topsoil will be used for gardening and landscaping. Okay. So see how you can be how you can be environmentally concerned. Very important thing. It should be preserved, reused. We must regulate air pollution in construction, control air pollution in construction. Barricades can be erected to stop the dust. Even recently, when I went to Shantiniketan, let me be very informal to you. When I went to Shantiniketan, I saw that the PWD, that is the guest house of West Bengal government, Santobitan, they are constructing a swimming pool behind the existing buildings, and they have kept the topsoil separately. They have not dumped. They could have dumped in any other place, right? But they're not dumping. What they will do with the topsoil is that we will be constructing few rooms, extra rooms for the bank, for the VIP person, the swimming pool, and the topsoil will be again used for landscaping and greenery or gardening. Okay, so it's very much important to be environment concerned. Less energy intensive materials we should use for. Okay, yes, sustainable materials. Sustainable materials, wood, bamboo, use materials with highly recycled content. We have to use variety of environment friendly materials. Energy intensive materials like ready mix concrete and pozzolanic cement, which are fly ash based cement, because so that as all of you know, 1 kg of cement production leads to 1 kg of CO2 emission in the air. So if the cement is replaced with sustainable alternative materials, it will be helpful. Okay. So energy intensive materials. You have to ensure safety and sanitation standards for workforce. See, we should have pervious, pervious or grass paving. We have this in our heritage campus also. In many campuses, you will see this. Even though you are paving it, but the majority of the greenery is being preserved. You may also build provision for rainwater harvesting that can have pervious or grass paving to allow rainwater. Power external light with solar energy. It is very common nowadays. Even street lights have solar energy. The GRIHA recommends planting native and adaptive species. See, native and adaptive species, you have seen few trees are planted in front of CB building by some VIP people. So more and more native plants you plant, which is native plants which are not very common also and very much helpful. Okay. Some typical plants are also there. Efficient plumbing systems. Indian Plumbing Association looks for these efficient plumbing systems in the building. Use smart shading techniques and contour glass area. Smart shading techniques and contour glass area. Control glass areas, you see here we have office buildings, we have in the airports also. They should ensure good diffuse light inside the room, so the use of electrical light during the day can be reduced. Energy efficient air conditioning. How we can utilize energy efficient conditioning? Let me say, for example, a particular hall room is there. I have been to many talks and I have delivered lectures. I have seen many colleges or institutions, they have a long corridor type halls, and they have 8 split ACs, 8 to 10 split ACs throughout the hall, each of 2 ton capacity. But I feel in those cases, we should use what should I say, the cabinet type of ACs or cassette ACs, okay, and which have the chamber, the duct like this, okay. More the larger area, you use this amount of split ACs, you should go for cassette ACs, okay. They're very efficient. We have those who are behind this HVAC, heating, ventilation, and air conditioning, HVAC system. They should look into this matter, that mainly for auditoriums, seminar halls, for large gathering places, We should not have split ACs. Instead, we should go for cassette ACs like this. That is the energy efficient system. These are basically known as energy efficient system. I have seen many people that the same area which is being used as a basketball court, the same area is used as auditorium also. We should achieve for high energy efficiency. Meet 1% of energy demand with renewable sources. See here, water heating to solar panels. Water heating to solar panels, because in you go for tourism in the hilly areas, in hill stations, in mountainous areas, you have a large and large of hills, large and large of hotels, small hotels, big hotels. So they are using, if you go to Darjeeling, if you go to Gangtok, if you go to Northeast area, if you go to Northeast India, Northern India also, you will see majority of the hotels that's where 80% of the year is filled with snow, or 80% of the year is snowing and cold, they are going for solar panels with heaters. Huge amount of money's wastage is reduced. We are aim to reduce, reuse, recycle, and reinvent. These 4 important points. They are implements or targets to reduce, reuse, recycle, and reinvent. Any material which is getting wasted, you think yourself how we can recycle it, how we can reuse the material which is getting wasted. Okay. To monitor this, there is a mandatory post-occupancy audit. See, there is a post-occupancy audit also. Just like we have structural audit, it's called post-occupancy energy audit. Okay. The building is rated only after it is occupied. It is only occupied. The rating is reviewed every 5 years. The efficient lighting reduces lighting load by 55%. Build efficient, all these things. A green building consumes 37 C here. All this given. Efficient energy reduces lighting load by 55% in green buildings and by 75% in non-air conditioned areas in green buildings. A green building consumes 51% less. A green building consumes 51% less areas, which is partly air conditioned 54% and partly non-air conditioned 46%. Consumes 40% less energy. So what should I say is that for green buildings is very much efficient in non-air conditioned buildings also. 55% energy is being saved, while in partly air conditions, 36% less energy is used. So it is a payback period. Even though the initial installment cost is very high, it's not very high nowadays, quite bit commonly is still available. If you go to Amazon, you will get solar panels, okay, very low cost. But it's a payback period of 3 to 4 years. Within 3 to 4 years, if your electricity bill would have ranged till, for example, 50,000, by 70,000, it will be like 20,000-30,000, very, very less, almost half the price, or rather lesser than half the price of the bill which have been incurred. Total cost saved in a lifespan of 15 years is approximately all these things 6 times the incremental age. The total cost saved in a lifespan of 15 years is approximately 6 times the incremental year cost. Okay. The total cost saved is 6 times incremental cost in IIT Kanpur. This is campus of IIT Kanpur they're talking about. Even if you go to IIM Ahmedabad, you will see few of the buildings. Some of the buildings they have been constructed in keeping in picture the GRIHA concept. So this is a video. I think the video, the sound is not audible, right? The sound of the video. So just go to the video, go to YouTube. Just look for this. If you just go and type TERI documentary green video, green buildings, you will get this video. Okay, just have a look. Please have a look. How nice the video is. Okay, absolutely fantastic video. You will love this video. I will say, much nice video, and lot of videos are there.